Good evening, this is Kuro. Got a tier 10 game in my Z52. Going over the matchmaking, got an enemy midway. Got a Salem, Alaska. That rounds out the radar threats. Got Gearing, Daring, and Shimakaze rounding out the destroyer threats. And the map is Islands of Ice. And pretty much we've got Epicenter with a snowstorm. And this is a particularly nasty combo for enemy DDs to try to deal with, because right out of the gate, Z52 can stealth hydro. There's not a lot of radar in this game. I'm shooting right now because my ping is going retarded, and I want to see if it's going to spike when I'm shooting and zooming in or not. If it is, I'm going to have to play a lot more safe. It seems like it's holding somewhat steady. It is just skipping around, if you can see the video a little bit. And just things. I'm uploading videos to YouTube in the background, and I normally don't do that while I'm playing, and apparently it's a limit for my system, but I didn't want to pause it or anything. So my plan is I'm going to push into the center cap. I'm going to take advantage of my ability to stealth hydro destroyers, and I want to push in here, see what I can spot, hopefully drive the enemy DDs out. If they try to like hang out behind an island, I mean, with the upgraded hydro duration, I think this thing has like a 2-minute hydro. That gives my team a lot of time to get around and flank them and get shots on wherever they're hiding. And going ahead and I pop hydro. I pick up the enemy Daring. So I just start calling target on the Daring. And what I'm looking to do, I'm checking to see where he's going, and it's looking like he's gonna hide out behind this island. So what I want to do, I want to head over to this island, and I want to cut off this reverse angle. If my team pushes up here, they're going to be able to shoot him behind this island. We also spot the Gearing. But you see, I'm just setting up right here, just getting ready to cover the back door if the Daring goes to reverse and just expose himself, and he does. And he's broadside, just slinging some AP at him. I am having kind of wonky dispersion this game for Z52. Unfortunately, with that volley from the Hindenburg, that was a bad trade. The Daring has a heal, but unfortunately for the Daring, my team's starting to get angles on him. I've got a Gearing that's pushed up and is able to shoot him, and the Daring makes a mistake and pushes out into the open, and this is going to get him wrecked. This Gearing smoked up, and I mean, this Daring's out in the open. He doesn't have anybody to shoot, and it's just not a happy day for him. My smoke's starting to wear off. Daring's getting close enough where his hydro will spot me, so I just get moving and go on ahead, finish him off. And just in time for the enemy Gearing to start rushing me. I'm switching to AP, expecting a broadside shot. Unfortunately, my hydro goes down. I launched those torps tight to the island, thinking he might just kite out. I think that would have been the smarter move, to kite out, but he actually cuts back in. He's inside my smoke right now, and I know it's gonna bleed off, so just time to jump on this guy. we're just throwing some shots into this gearing. He's angling right now, so switching to HE. And this gearing's really taking a beating. And down he goes. Now the thing with Cyclone, destroyers are very hard for the CV to consistently spot unless you have your AA on. So you're gonna see me play a lot safer as far as you know, trying to shoot down planes or whatever. But basically I've cleared out, or helped clear out, 2 of the enemy DDs. I've taken a lot of damage doing it, but it's pretty good damage because they're down to an enemy Shimakaze who appears to be pinned down behind this island. Gonna throw some torpedoes out here on this Yamato while I wait for my Hydro. And my game plan is I'm just going to put pressure on the enemy Shima and gonna start heading that way as soon as I pick this cap up. Got 11 seconds on the cap, so just starting my creep. I don't want to rush right out there, just nice, slow, controlled. And I don't need much. I'm just looking right here. Okay, I got Hydro. Go on ahead, Shima, your move. My team's rushing behind you. I know he's gonna get pushed forward into me. And just gonna start working on him. Going ahead, I pop smoke. He gets lucky with a fire, so I go on ahead, repair. And I'm just trying to stay angled at the people trying to shoot at me. Try to make myself a difficult target. And I just keep backing up, just trying to get that angle on this Shima and just leave him with no place to hide back there. And I mean, this is Z52 in a nutshell. It's not fair what I'm doing, but that's how you fight. You don't give DDs a chance to fight you on even ground. And that's the enemy Shima down. Now we've solo capped the center. Just gonna keep kiting. Now I do have an issue with this Alaska. He's making a really good play. He's a radar cruiser. I'm relatively low. He's gonna push up, and I don't have the greatest torp angles, so I'm basically launching if he's like trying to rush us on this, in between this big island, but I don't think he's gonna go there. I think he's gonna go right in here behind this island and chill. Regardless, I don't want to get radar detected, so I'm gonna just chill out. Keep an island between me and this Alaska. Now there's not a lot that I can do to contest the cap right now. My team mostly is in bad positions. Here Musashi's broadside to a Salem getting wrecked. And you know, I'm inside this Alaska's radar range right now, and it's pretty sketchy. And yeah, I probably shouldn't have shot there, but I was trying to get the base defense. Now, I think this Alaska is basically going to try to hold up behind this island, so I'm going to actually circle back around, and what I'm looking at is this FDG that's pushing the middle. And I don't think that Alaska is going to poke, so there's no reason for me to dump torps there. This FDG is looking like the next best target, so gonna push up here, and you know, he's got the hydro, so I just want to stay well away from, you know, any potential hydro, and I just want to dump this, and something really nasty is gonna happen here, and that's, he's gonna get undetected, and when ships get undetected, they feel really safe. And you know, he's sitting there. The last time I was spotted, I was headed away. You know, he's probably thinking, he's coming, you know, north around the island in front of the Des Moines, you know, gonna push towards the enemy spawn. Nope, I'm up in your business. Nice dev strike there. And again, the nice thing about Z52 and pretty much all the German DDs, the torps reload so ridiculously fast that you can, this is perfect. Staying in here and just getting torp angles and just messing people up right, left, and center. This is your bread and butter. Throw some torps out on this Yamato. Wasn't sure if this guy was going to try to push or what. I should have aimed him further into the cap, thinking that he would actually start trying to push the cap. I figured he would try to hang out there, wait for his damage control to go on cooldown. But you know, he's gonna push, so it is what it is. I'm just working my way up here to get into another torpedo launch position, because I mean, 20 seconds, my torps are up again. Now this game's getting really close. Throwing some more torpedoes out here on this Yamato, but he's starting to kite away. I don't think that I think that I'm too far ahead of the St. Louis, but the St. Louis is starting to rush the Des Moines, so it's time to start kiting back. I know this St. Louis, his intention is pretty much to come right around this island and either blap the Des Moines with AP or just torp the hell out of him. So right away I want to muck that up, and I'm getting in a position where I'm gonna have some options to force this St. Louis to do stuff that he doesn't want to. My Des Moines hanging in there like a champ right now. This guy, he definitely got a comment or a compliment for hanging in here as long as he did. If you'll notice, I've got some interesting stuff going on with my team. With this Alaska's AFK, I don't know it at this time, but you know, got this Azumo that's trying to chase a CV. Like, that's gonna do anything. So I got some real questionable stuff going on right now. These torps, I launched them a little early with the intention of forcing this St. Louis to come around this island broadside to the Des Moines. And he stayed broadside just 1 second too long and just got hammered. So, want to push up here right now, try to get shots into this Hindenburg. Trying to help my Des Moines out because I know he's under a lot of pressure right here. Try to get the enemy to shoot at me. My Azumo's whiffing. And the midway sinks the Azumo. And Hindenburg gets a really good hit on me right there. So it's time for me to start playing really careful. Just changing my speed just to avoid that last shot. Now you can say we have achieved a maximum adrenaline rush. It was all calculated, boys. So I'm watching this Yamato. I'm just throwing some preemptive torpedoes out now. I am actually out of position, and the issue is we've got two caps that are ticking. I don't want to come on this side of the island because of this Hindenburg. I'd be very susceptible to being rushed and pinned against this island. So I've actually got to take the time to come around the island, and I actually think this costs us the game here. Just because, you know, I don't have the HP to just drive into the cap like I want to. This Hindenburg's getting focused down. The gearing finally back up here in the action, and he puts down the Hindenburg. That buys us a little bit of breathing room. And the issue is all of us are so low HP that this CV can just work right through us if he can find us. Throwing some torpedoes out on this Yamato. I hear the planes coming, so I'm just going to smoke up. I don't want to be detected at all. And, I mean, since I'm smoked up, might as well get some shots out here. And this is really painful here. This Yamato is just outside of my smoke screen. I'm trying to see if this Des Moines has radar. Unfortunately, he doesn't. And this Yamato is just outside of my radar range. And when, or hydro range. Gearing pops out, and he gets spotted right away and just gets blapped by the Yamato. I'm trying to work on the stern of the Yamato. And I don't know how that guy got undetected so fast, but it happened apparently. No idea. And this is a misplay. I pop out of cap briefly. The issue is this CV is just so close to us that, I mean, there's nothing I can really do in this situation. The enemy's at 911 points. We're at 28 seconds left. They just got too many points on the clock. I should have had my butt back in the middle of the gap. I did a lot of damage, killed a lot of destroyers, but I didn't really, in the mid-game, have, hell, even in the beginning of the game, I didn't have really much support in the center of the cap, and you know, that made this game really hard for me to try to pull anything off. Anyway, that's the game. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to you later.